Say, I don't need God in my life. I can do without God. In fact, everything I've acquired is not God. I've heard people say so. Oh, no. When you want to talk about, when they want to tell them about God, you want to preach God to them, they say, I don't need God. I've been living without God. I've been succeeding without God. So hold that your God. I don't need it at all. Are you serious right now? Are you being serious? Who told you you can do without God? Who told you that the life you're living is by your own strength? Who told you that you are the one that gave yourself the life? No, you don't need God, but you're living by his strength. You don't need God, but you're living his life. You don't need God, but the breath that you're breathing is God that gave it to you. Are you open your mouth to say you don't need God? I don't need him. I am better off without God. I am comfortable without God. All this God every now and then. I don't need God. Are you sure you don't need God? You know, God is so merciful. God is so compassionate that he's so patient with us. And when you be saying those things, God will just be watching at you. He will just be looking at you and he will just be shaking his head. He said, this son of mine, this daughter of mine, if you know who I am, if you know what I can do, if you know that I'm the one holding him, he will turn back. You think that all this is you are making, you're succeeding is by your strength? No, beloved. If you think that is by your power, then you tell me, I want to ask you a question. Tell me what happens at night when you go to sleep. Tell me what happens at your absence. Tell me what happens during your night time when you are busy sleeping and snoring. Do you know what happens? When you lie down like a dead person and you don't know what happens around you, do you know who has been protecting you? Do you know who has been guiding you? Do you know who has been watching over you? Despite your evil, despite your wickedness, despite your disrespect, do you know who has been guiding you? It's God. The breath that you're breathing, that every morning you wake up, that breath belongs to God. Do you know that if God decides to take that breath away from you, your own is gone? Do you know that you are more fragile than egg? You are more fragile than egg. Egg is stronger than you. If God chooses to take that breath away from you, if God chooses to take that breath for just 1 second, you won't be able to live the next second again. And you say you don't need God? That breath you're breathing is God. The Bible says in Genesis chapter 2, when God created man, finished, man was lifeless. There was no life in the man. And God looked at it and said, what can I do for a man to be like us completely? For man to resemble us. Seeing that man is lifeless. The Bible says, and God breathed into his nostril, and man became a living soul. He breathed into his nostril. So the life you're living today is the life of God. The breath is God. It is God's own. So God can choose to take it away from you any day, anytime. And you cannot do anything. He can choose to say, oh, it is all over. Hey, son, give it to me. And nobody can save you. Not even your money, not even devil himself can save you from the hand of God. So you that say you don't need God, God has been patient with you. God is just watching, giving you a long rope so that you can come back to your senses and return back to him. And I beg you, come back to God, acknowledge God in your life, and it will be well with you. God bless you.